NYIT is a community service of the New York Institute of Technology.
Covering the news of Nassau and Suffolk County's Long Island News Tonight with Ken Eckhart, Carol Peck, and the award-winning LI News team.
Good evening. I'm Ken Eckhart, and here's what's happening. Is the Suffolk County Police Commissioner fired or isn't he? Well, it depends on who you listen to. The New York Post today is reporting that a police source says County Executive Steve Levy was furious with Police Commissioner Richard Dormer over his handling of the South Shore serial killer investigation and had ordered him fired. But that's not true at all, according to Levy, who said today the Post report is completely false.
There was a story in a New York City paper that I had fired our police commissioner that was totally fabricated, absolutely untrue. I'm very happy with this commissioner. He's the best commissioner we ever had for the police department, and he's staying all the way through just as I am.
Suffolk and Nassau County Police have been searching the South Shore Beach region for the past several weeks for remains of bodies suspected to be linked to a serial killer. So far, up to 10 bodies have been located. The MTA board voted today to end its contract with Nassau County to run Long Island Bus. The termination will become effective on December 31st. After that, a private company will take over the running of the county-owned bus system. The MTA had said that it could no longer afford to run Long Island Bus without more money from the county, while the county has said that a private company will run the bus system more efficiently than the MTA. Critics say it will result in cut service, layoffs, and higher fares. The MTA has run Long Island Bus for nearly 40 years. Babylon Town Supervisor Steve Bellone today announced his intention to run for the office of Suffolk County Executive. Bellone says he wants to end divisive politics and bring people together to get things done. He particularly addressed the county debt and taxpayer burden. Bellone describes himself as a fiscal conservative who will protect the taxpayer. Incumbent County Executive Steve Levy is a Democrat turned Republican who has already said he will not be seeking re-election in November. A new report lists Nassau County as having the highest median home property taxes in the nation. The new analysis is from the Tax Foundation in Washington, D.C., which is described as a research group that seeks stable and transparent tax systems with low rates. It's reported the median tax amount paid on a house in Nassau County was $8,478, just a few dollars more than the second-ranked county, Westchester County. The analysis examined counties with populations of 20,000 or more and found all of the highest-paying counties are either in New York or New Jersey suburbs. Suffolk County ranked 12th on the list. A Long Island woman has been charged with arson in connection with a fire at her apartment that left her and a 5-month-old infant hospitalized with burn injuries. Nassau County Police say it happened 2 weeks ago. They say 25-year-old Natasha Reed called about a fire at Edgewood Court in Hempstead. Reed and her 2 children, ages 3 and 5 months, were all rescued from the apartment, with Reed and the infant treated for burns. The 3-year-old was reportedly unharmed. Well, today, Reed was arrested, charged with arson, assault, and reckless endangerment. Wedding watchers will no doubt be up early Friday morning to catch every second of the nuptials of Britain's Prince William and Kate Middleton. And for those in the bridal gown business, it'll finally reveal the secret of Kate's gown, which, as Elsa Gillis reports, is expected to become widely copied.
It's being described as the wedding of the century. Prince William and soon-to-be Her Royal Highness Kate Middleton are all set to wed. And while we all know when and where the royal wedding will take place, we don't yet know what the likely future Queen of England is going to wear.
Like everyone else, I've been reading all the buzz, but I really see her very feminine, very light, very airy, because that's the kind of person. That's what she looks like to me.
Estelle Schlossberg of Estelle's Dressy Dresses in Farmingdale says her whole store is geared up for the royal wedding. holding a special royal wedding promotion and waiting to see what Kate will be wearing.
I see her in a slim dress, fuller bottom. Yeah, fuller bottom, definitely, with a fantastic flower headpiece or flowery hat.
With rumors abuzz as to which designer Kate will choose, Estelle says,
I really believe that she's going to go with a London designer.
while not every bride is true royalty, everyone wants to look like a princess on their wedding day. Estelle says copies of Kate's dress will be popping up everywhere after the royal wedding.
I'm sure that we'll just put signs up, the Kate dress, the princess dress. The trend that she's going to wear Friday will be in style for the next 5 years.
And she says manufacturers will be up at the crack of dawn, ready to start designing that dress.
You know that they're with their sketch pads Friday morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, our time, and they're going to be sketching out that dress.
In Farmingdale, Elsa Gillis, LI News Tonight.
A New Jersey man has been charged with keeping the proceeds from auctions that he was hired to conduct here on Long Island. Nassau County Police say 51-year-old Stephen Timmons of Leonia, New Jersey, runs a company called Industrial Auction Services in Saddlebrook, New Jersey, and was hired to liquidate the assets of two companies on Long Island, one in Seaford and the other in Freeport. Well, police say the auction of the Freeport machine shop was in January, including a traditional auction, plus online auctions and sales on eBay. But police say Timmons then failed to make any payments to the victims after the auctions. He's charged with larceny and scheming to defraud. April is National Autism Awareness Month, and there's a new art exhibit on Long Island highlighting some of the work created by people with this developmental disorder. Charles Perry has the story.
This looks like a painting you might find in a trendy art museum, but it was actually painted by a Long Islander who has autism. It's part of an art therapy program that encourages people who may have difficulties expressing themselves verbally to do it with art.
The only thing you can say is, wow, how talented. This is really, really something that people should see.
More than 24 pieces of artwork by people with special needs are now on display at the RXR building in Uniondale. And Nassau County Legislator Dennis Dunn says he'd like to see this art exhibited across the county.
This exhibition's got to go around the county, in different county buildings, the courthouses, and the hospitals should be displaying it.
It's paintings like this one that serve as a means of communication for those with different abilities.
It's really bringing awareness to the power of art as a vehicle for communication for people who are differently abled, and words alone may not be enough to communicate their thoughts and ideas.
And one artist told us,
I like people looking at my artwork and all that.
It's like one of your children. It's like a piece of art that one of your children display, and it's in a public arena for everyone to see.
In Uniondale, Charles Perry, LI News Tonight.
It was an up day on Wall Street today. The Dow finished the day up 95 1/3 points. NASDAQ was up 22 1/3 points. And the S&P was up almost 8.5 points. NYIT's LI News Tonight continues after this.
Hula hoop your way to good health at Girls Night Out at the East Meadow Public Library on Monday, May 2nd at 7 p.m. You'll need your own hoop. For more information, call 516-794-2570. See a screening of the film Almost Famous at New York Institute of Technology's D. Seversky Center in Old Westbury on Wednesday, May 4th at 5:30 p.m. For more information, call 516-686-7567. Discover your passions with a retirement coach who will help you use them to begin a new course in life at the East Northport Public Library on Wednesday, May 4th at 7 p.m. For more information, call 631-261-2313 or meet the Four Musketeers at the Chelsea Mansion Renaissance Fair at the Muttontown Preserve on Saturday and Sunday, May 7th and 8th from 12 noon till 5 p.m. For more information, call 914-664-2733. If you have an event you'd like included on the LI News Tonight community calendar, send it to linewstonight@nyit.edu.
Press play to start your future. Learn the industry. Use the technology. Become an expert in television reporting, journalism, radio, digital film, public relations and advertising, television production, digital graphics, a beautiful state-of-the-art campus, a road to the job you've always wanted, in the media capital of the world. Communication Arts at NYIT. When can you start?
In international headlines today, a senior U.S. defense official says all 8 of the military troops and the contractor killed by an Afghan pilot today in Kabul were Americans. The official says it is not certain what branch of the military the troops were in. The shooting took place in an Afghan Air Corps meeting room at the airport. Officials said a veteran Afghan military pilot fired on the foreigners after an argument. It's described as the deadliest episode to date of an Afghan turning against his own coalition partners. NATO says one of its F-16 fighter bombers crashed on landing at an airbase in southern Italy after completing a mission over Libya. The pilot reportedly ejected safely. His condition was being assessed. The airbase in western Sicily is about 360 miles north of Libya's capital, Tripoli. It's been used extensively by NATO aircraft for bombing missions over Libya. No NATO aircraft had been lost since the alliance's missions over Libya started last month. But a U.S. F-15 crashed in Libya before NATO took over command of the strike missions. And British police say guests at the royal wedding between Prince William and Kate Middleton will have to pass through security checks to enter Westminster Abbey. But police wouldn't say what methods will be used. An estimated 5,000 police will be deployed at the wedding, and 60 people have already been barred from entering the area as part of their bail conditions. The Metropolitan Police said today that there's no intelligence suggesting any new terrorist threats against the royal wedding, but internet chatter is being monitored, and the public is being asked to be on alert for suspicious behavior. Well, Long Island Beach community has produced a 9-minute public service announcement warning children of the dangers of swimming in areas with no lifeguards. The video follows the death last summer of a New York City girl who drowned during a class trip to Long Beach. City Manager Charles Theophan says educating children about the dangers of the ocean before they get to the beach could save lives. And the video features local children, lifeguards, parents, and police. It notes that dangerous rip currents are often difficult to see and offers advice on how to cope with them. The video was financed by a $10,000 grant and was sent last month to schools on Long Island and in New York City. Well, those fake designer handbags that tourists and New Yorkers like to shop for in the streets of Manhattan may soon be illegal to buy, not just to sell. City Councilwoman Margaret Chin says she'll introduce a bill that would criminalize the purchase of designer knockoffs. If it becomes a law, buyers could face up to a year in jail or a $1,000 fine. Chin's district includes Chinatown, where many street vendors peddle the cheap handbags and watches. Some tourists shopping in the area this week weren't enthusiastic about the proposal. After some sun this morning, skies sort of turned cloudy this afternoon with a high up near 70 degrees. Tonight, remaining cloudy with a low down around 60. Tomorrow, a chance of thunderstorms with a high around 70. Friday, partly cloudy with a high in the mid-60s. Saturday, partly cloudy, high up near 70. And the outlook for Sunday, partly cloudy with a high in the mid-60s. And that's it for NYIT's LI News Tonight. I'm Ken Eckhart. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good night.